Previously on Of Swords and Spurs.
It was supposed to be a simple job. Now your leader is lying dead next to you.
This was not how it was supposed to go.
Definitely does seem we were fooled into this task. If we were set up, then there's either a leak.
I am Lieutenant Dorian Graves. I am acting on behalf of the Aurum Dominion. We were going to get you on board a train under the illusion that there was loot, and then we pick you off one by one.
You hungry? Cause you about to eat lead.
It wasn't even lead!
Can I cast Disguise Self to become Mr. Dorian?
I'm just gonna change my face to look exactly like Dorian.
Let's have a couple of us walking around.
Blokes, are you seeing this? There's damn two of them. One of them is the Changeling. And they all draw their guns. Everyone go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Of swords and spurs, where the sand is dry and the sun's a curse. Things are only getting worse in the land of swords and spurs. It's dust fangs and roving gangs. It's dangerous to cut your bangs, cause bangs out west mean bullets on the way. Against goblins, curs, and carnivores, these shootouts don't use silencers, cause graves ain't silent when the monsters play. They tear up the rules they write, they punctuate with dynamite. They're swordy and they're spurry, getting hairy, better hurry in a flurry. Our swords and spurs.
Episode 2, High Noon on the High Rails. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, shall we?
Oh, there's a lot of people in here. Oh my god.
God, there's so many people. Hey JT, is there any cover barrels or anything?
So you guys see what are basically like these rooms up here and here. You can run inside those, and the door would be half covered. The rooms will be full cover. You'd have to still get out to fire at them, but if you want to like use your movement speed to go back in and hide, there you go.
I am going to hide behind Sebastian. It's a halfling. So you can take the hide action even when you are obscured only by a creature that is at least one size larger than you.
Yeah, you're imperceivable behind Sebastian.
Damn, I was the only one that did horrible in my roll. Oh no, Sebastian did.
Yeah, well, I rolled it.
Look, hey, best friends down at the bottom together. Let's go.
First in the initiative is going to be Aurum Dominion Officer 5. All right, he is going to go ahead and fire a shot at Silas. As soon as he hears Mr. Henderson say, "It's him," he quickly draws his revolver, fires one shot, 21 to hit. That's going to be 7 points of piercing damage.
Can I use lucky and have him roll disadvantage?
Of course you can. He just misses. The shot bangs off of one of the cell doors, and it creates a spark, and it sticks into the wood nearby. He used 5 of his movement speed, so he's going to use the remaining 25. He's going to move right there. Next up is Mr. Henderson.
Dang, I was hoping they'd be in a bigger group. I'm gonna chuck a stick of dynamite to the back.
Okay.
Shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remind me how that works.
In action, you can light dynamite stick, throw it to a point up to 60 feet away, where it explodes. Each creature within 5-foot radius, 10-foot diameter sphere centered on the point makes a DC 12 dexterity throw, taking 3d6 force damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful.
Okay. What's the area of effect on that?
Sphere.
Sphere. Okay, perfect. Okay.
10 feet across or 5 feet from the center point. I'm gonna use my movement to get up to the first two guys.
Okay.
So that's 30 feet.
60 feet out. That would be 50 feet right there from where you are. Okay, so that's where you're throwing it?
That's where I'm throwing it.
All right, so, and what is the save they have to make?
Dexterity, DC 12.
One will take full damage, other will take half damage.
You want me to roll the 3d6 or do you want to do it?
You go ahead and do it. It's your dynamite.
All right, it's 8 damage.
Do you want to use your inspiration, or are you just going to let that be?
I'll use inspiration. Do I just re-roll all 3?
Yeah.
Better.
Much better. Okay, so first guy, dead. These two guys are in immense pain. They're standing there covered in soot, ash, their clothes are scorched, and they're just like, shaking violently, just in absolute horror as parts of their hair are on fire.
Their friend is misted.
Yeah, their friend is here, and here. Next up is going to be Savannah.
Okay, what were my options again?
Okay, so your attacks are, you can do an unarmed strike. We need to get your starting equipment. You do have dancing lights, which wouldn't really be much help here. Then you have fairy fire, which you can cast as a spell, but that wouldn't do any damage either. We can go ahead and just say that you have a revolver if you wish.
Okay, yeah, that'll work.
Okay, so you're gonna fire your revolver at this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, so you fire at 12. He drops dead on the floor.
Awesome.
These guys do not have great health. So next up is going to be officer number 9. Number 9 is actually going to skip his turn.
I don't like that.
So next up is going to be number 4, who's going to limp forward. He is going to go ahead and take a shot at Mr. Henderson with his revolver. All right, so that's a hit. That's going to be 8 points of piercing damage as he fires around into you. And he says, "How you like that, motherfucker?" Shaking his gun, covered in scorch marks. Next up is going to skip their turn. Silas, you want to just go ahead and tell me what you do?
I'm just going to move up right next to Mr. Henderson, and I'm just going to come out gun blazing at these the two guys that are on top of each other. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot at the first guy.
Does not hit.
All right, I think I'm going to use my last lucky in that guy.
Hell yeah, do it.
Take another shot with that same revolver, and that was shitty. Same roll.
Same roll. All right, luck is not a lady tonight. So you run up, both revolvers in hands, you spin them on your fingers, fire. It just pings and misses that guy.
All right, and then now I'm going to shoot at purple right here.
Do it. Save face, buddy. You got this.
Come on, buddies, with my old silver. Son of a...
Oh my god, that's another 13.
I feel like I'm just shooting up in the air like Yosemite Sam right now.
You shoot, one misses, you go, "That's all right. I got lucky old silver here." And it just fires, and a bit of dust kicks off of a bit of wood. There's like an audible feeling of like embarrassment for you. Next up is going to be this guy who is going to... Yeah, it's going to be tricky because he's shooting through two guys. So I'll give him disadvantage since he's trying to shoot around his two friends here. So he's going to try and take another shot at Silas. All right, that's a 9. I don't think that hits you. The revolver fires. You just kind of duck out of the way and watch it just collide into the door behind you. And you give him a little look with your raised eyebrows. Next up is going to be this one who is going to take a shot at Silas with his revolver. They're all ganging up on you, buddy. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Good news is he misses with an 11. Once again, you're just seeing the bullets get kicked up around you. There's some adrenaline flowing through you. This is the gunslinging shit that you live for. Finn, no one knows you're here yet. It's your turn. What do you got?
I am going to come around and cast Eldritch Blast at this dude with advantage since I'm hidden. So that's going to be 21 to hit. And that's going to be 8 points of force damage mixed with the necrotic that you mentioned as I fire my revolver at him.
You fire your revolver into him. His hat goes flying backwards. He stumbles back as these two like open wounds gaping in his flesh just sort of let steam rise off of them. He shakes and his legs start wobbling with fear.
I want a bonus action Armor of Agathis, which will give me a 5 temporary hit points. And then, that was not the kind that I thought it was. I thought it was the same thing as Mage Armor. That's my mistake. But if I get hit with a melee attack before the spell ends, the creature takes 5 cold damage.
Okay. Do you want to describe like flavor for me, like what this spell looks like?
It just, you see a wreath of arcane energies surround me, basically imbue into my leather duster.
The little runes and incantations on it are like little marks from playing cards. Next up is going to be this guy who is going to just use his whole turn to dash. Doesn't have anything for his bonus action. So who's next? All right, this one who moved. He's actually going to try and get a shot in on Mr. Henderson.
Great.
See if he hits.
Wow.
Nope. Goes completely wide of the mark. And next up is going to be this guy. So this guy is going to shoot for Silas. Pulls out his revolver. Silas, you're just laughing as bullets just kick up dust near you left and right. Finally, Sebastian, you are up.
Okay, so he gets 30 feet up. I have an option to use Toll the Dead. That one is 60 feet range. I can put it right where the explosive went off. I want to do that because if any targets have taken damage, they have to. It's a D12 for damage instead of a D8.
Make a wisdom saving throw. Do you know what your spell save DC is?
11.
Okay. 2 2s and an 11. The one that's already hurt succeeded. Other 2 did not. So you can go ahead and roll that for me. Okay, a 5. Awesome. You cast this into the fray. This sound of like a church bell resounds inside the entire carriage. It kind of hurts everybody's ears.
I think I'd like to think, by the way, like the church bell, I love that, but I also think it would be really funny if it was a dinner bell.
Oh, you're so right. That would be so much funnier. So we're gonna change it to dinner bell. I like that better. One guy, it hurts so much, he drops dead instantly. Another guy clutches his ears and just in absolute agony begins getting feeble. We're back at the top of the order. Mr. Henderson's going to go next.
Oh, okay. How hurt is the guy right in front of me?
It would not take much to kill this guy.
I will try and hit him with a non-lethal, just knock him out.
Okay, what are you using?
I'm just going to whip out my rapier and hit him with the handle part of it.
Yeah, go ahead and make a... Nope.
No.
He you go and he just kind of ducks underneath your swing. He goes, ha! Do you do anything else?
If you needed to heal some, I do have a lay on hands.
I'll be fine for healing. Is throwing something a bonus action?
No.
Motherfucker. All right, then I guess I'm done.
Savannah, you are next.
I'm pretty sure I would need to move to hit anybody. What's my range and where can I stand?
So you can move 30 feet.
All right, so I'm gonna move up there. Am I able to hit this guy from that range?
I'll say yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go with my revolver again.
Okay, unfortunately, that does not hit. You shoot and it goes and disappears into the jail cell next to him.
Didn't Finn give her bardic inspiration? Can she use
I did.
Yeah, you can actually roll a d6 and add that to your number.
Okay.
Okay,
Damn.
wow, hell yeah, that's a hit. Mr. Henderson, does anything happen to the balloons once they've been expended? Do they just like pop?
No, they do pop, but if we're using this for an attack roll, it'll also do damage.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. Okay.
The target creature and each creature of your choice you can see within that 5 feet must succeed a con save or take thunder damage.
All right, so that's a 10 for his
It's a 13 save.
Yep, so he'll take that 6 damage. It pops. He begins to stumble backwards as he's full of immense pain. Next up is going to be the guy right next to him who's going to use 5 feet to get out, and he's just going to shoot at Mr. Henderson, actually.
Yay.
Yeah, no, natural one. He fires and his gun jams because misfire rules apply to him as well. His gun gets stuck and he will have to use his next action to repair it. Next up is going to be, number 4 is going to hold his turn. Will, you're up.
I'm going to look at Mr. Henderson and I'm going to go, damn it, Henderson, and I'm going to just point blank that guy right there.
Do it.
Old Silver. Oh, crap.
Yes, thank God.
In frustration, I'm going to be like, dang it, gummit. I'm going to take the other one and just shoot at him too, my other revolver.
There we go. All right, go ahead and roll that damage for me. Sorry, Mr. Henderson.
Mr. Henderson was, no, yes, no.
Yeah, literally, that's how it went. He blasts backwards and his brains splatter against the wall.
I'm going to make my movement, if that's all right.
Of course it is.
I'm going to go up here and I'm going to posture myself, like partial cover, just around this corner.
Yeah, so you kind of nudge the door open and just kind of put yourself in there. Mr. Henderson, you got one last guy who's remained from your fire blast. He's at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he's going to fire at you.
Awesome.
Oof, that's an unnatural 20 with 8 damage total piercing.
My favorite.
He lets out a fire. As soon as he sees it makes contact, you see him make a little yes and like balls his fist. Next up is going to be this guy back here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I guess, sorry, Mr. Henderson, you're in front. Misses. You jump out of the way of that one as it pings off of the cell door. Finn, you're up.
I'm gonna move up right here, get right here next to Sebastian. These guys right here, they're all alive, right?
For now.
For now, yeah. I need every single one of them to make a wisdom save of 15 because I'm casting sleep on every single one of them.
Hell yeah, buddy. Okay.
Anybody within a 5-foot radius sphere on a center on a point must make a wisdom saving throw or have the incapacitated condition until the end of its next turn, at which it must repeat the save. If the target fails the second save, then they are unconscious for the duration until they take damage, or someone within 5 feet of it takes an action to shake it out of the spell's effects.
2 succeed, 1 fails. Which one would be best for you in terms of failing? They're all relatively around the same health pool, but they're all pretty close to dead.
I'll just do the first one since I'm flavoring it like I'm, psychic. So I'm like reaching out to him and like basically lulling his brain to sleep.
I see. Does Finn say anything as he's kind of like willing this to be?
Yeah, he just tells him to go to sleep.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
He's like, no, like he hears in his mind, man, partner, you done had a rough day. I think you should take a lullaby right now.
Oh, you're right. It has been he begins to get sleepy. And next up is going to be this guy, 5, 10, 15, 20. All right, Mr. Actually, no, you know what?
I'll get mine back. Don't you worry.
He's actually going to go for Savannah. And that is a 3, so a 6 in total. Savannah, you just watch as he runs out and he just aims and he goes, I'm going for the dark elf bitch. And he fires once and it just shoots into the ceiling very pathetically.
Womp womp.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
Okay. Next up is going to be this guy. He is, I hate to say it because I don't want to be mean, but he's not too worried about Silas right now. He's going to go for Mr. Henderson.
Keep him coming. Keep him coming.
Oh shit. Natural 20. It's 8 points of piercing damage. Mr. Henderson is just getting riddled with bullets at this point. But you're still standing like a trooper.
I'm doing like the Matrix dodge, but it hits every time. I'm too hefty to actually dodge anything. Just going.
Sebastian, you're up next.
I'm gonna walk past Mr. Henderson after I definitely told him I was gonna help him. I decided I'm not doing that.
Never mind. As you're just watching blood pour out of his pores.
Yeah, I'm like, we'll figure you out later. I think I'm gonna use Toll the Dead again. In that little pool of horror. Do they all have damage or just some of them?
All of them have damage except for this guy. What's this DC? It's a 12?
I think it's 11.
11, okay. 1, that's a natural 1, and a 10. So the guy who has no damage succeeded, but the rest of them failed. So go ahead and roll 3d12 for me.
Great. I'm really strong with the... Oh my god, yo.
It's like me trying to hit anything.
So the good news is each one of them still gets taken out. So you cast that, and then one by one, their heads just explode. The other guy is now standing still. He looks at you guys. He drops his gun, sticks his hands in the air. So does this guy behind him. They say, Andrew, Tom, we're outnumbered. Come on out. One of the officers steps out of the cell. One that you also did not see before steps out alongside. They all hold their hands in the air in absolute horror and surrender.
I'm going to run up and punch this guy in the face.
Don't go wandering off. More of Swords and Spurs right after this break on Alta Loom.
Hello, adventurers. It's me, the narrator, keeper of stories, teller of tales, and occasionally professional snack taste tester. Don't judge me. And you are invited to join my favorite bunch of chaotic heroes in the Untold Archives. They fight monsters, they explore ruins, they are obsessed with cuck chairs? Hey, nobody's perfect. It's live, it's loud, it's full of epic quests, ridiculous decisions, and more plot twists than I have tentacles. And trust me, that's a lot. So grab your dice, grab your snacks, and come hang out with us for the Untold Archives. The laughs are big, the adventures are bigger, and I promise you're gonna have a tentacle-slapping good time. Wink. I'll see you in the archives. Wah, 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 wah.
You set sail on an exploratory trade mission from the English colonies in America. bound for China, following a course around Cape Horn, then striking out across the Pacific, island hopping along the way. After months of sailing around the Cape and then west into the Pacific, in a night of particularly bad storms, your ship ran aground on a reef, causing it to break up. You grabbed onto a piece of drifting wood and clung for dear life. Surprisingly, you survived, washing up on the shore of an unknown, uncharted island. You've got nothing but the clothes on your back and your raw wits to survive. Play Stranded and Alone, a play-by-post campaign with Sage Tommy at startplaying.games.
Hello, I'm Justin Galliani, and for the low price of $0.00, you can take part in an incredible offer being given by So You Want to Be a DM. This podcast has a compilation of incredible episodes that offer insight into all of D&D's many topics, including other TTRPGs. You can find such amazing hits, such as It's Combat, Combat 101, Fighting 'cause it's combat, and Druid 101, Monsters 101,
we got monsters called
Non-player NPCs 101,
NPC.
and if you're looking for more, So You Want to Be a DM also has a Patreon, and you can find even more content there, available for free members and members who are participating in some of the tiers available. So, check that out.
Howdy gang, it's Andrew who voices Sebastian Blackwell from Of Swords and Spurs. I know you're patiently waiting for our next episode, and in the meantime, I encourage you to check out Sky Bunny TTV, your favorite warlock main and full-time dice goblin. She's blasting TikTok with hilarious D&D posts with Nat 1 disasters, Nat 20 glory, and chaos in every role. Follow Sky Bunny TTV because who needs Fireball when you've got Eldritch Blast?
If you're a TTRPG creator and you have a business or content you'd like us to help you promote, you can reach out to us at our socials at Altaloom or contact us at our website, www.altaloom.com.
Settle in, folks. It's time for more of Swords and Spurs on Altaloom.
So now that they've surrendered, maybe just lock them in a cell?
We could do more than that. I'm gonna start digging through my bag and pull out my trusty net.
Oh my God.
Like, come on, get in. Get in. I'm gonna put it on the floor for him to step into.
He goes, please, just let us go. We'll do you no harm.
We'll let your friends go, but you gotta get in the nets. I'm sorry.
Why me? I don't understand. You guys are all surrounding him now. It's everyone's passive perception.
15.
14.
11.
12.
13.
Everybody failed. You all notice very clearly the three are trying to slowly back out of the train car as you're cornering this guy.
I point my gun at him. I'm like, whoa, hold on there.
Who's got
You ain't going nowhere. I got a chain right here. And I toss my chain to one of them. Go ahead and chain yourselves.
Make an intimidation check with advantage for me.
God, I'm horrible with intimidation. That's fine, though, because if they don't, I got something for them.
Yeah, they don't. They start running. What do you do?
I cast sleep right in the middle of them. Wisdom save 15 for all three of them.
They got shit wisdoms. Let's see. We got an 11, a 3, and a 15.
Okay, so that one that makes it.
I can cast command.
I mean, you can cast command if you want to. So I need a spell slot.
Sure, yeah, I have plenty. I will cast command halt.
All right, is that wisdom?
Yeah, it's a DC 13. So he can't take an action, bonus, or move.
He stands with his hands in the air, shaking completely.
And while they're doing all that, I'm still looking at the guy in front of me saying, don't worry about them. Get your clothes off.
What?
What in the world are y'all doing over
I'm going to start putting him in the bag. Is he naked?
Can I check his clothes for money?
You find another pocket watch.
Okay, well, it's mine now.
Do I need to roll a d20 to put him in the bag?
He's unconscious. You can just go ahead and put him in there. No need to make a roll.
All right, I'll throw him over my shoulder.
You put him in the bag. The other two are asleep. What do you do with those guys and the one who is currently hands in the air shaking?
We could chain him up and I could use heat metal. Oh my God.
Whoa, hold on. Now he probably has some valuable information that we can use. And I look at him straight in his eyes and I say, "Hey, partner, you ever tasted lead before?"
He's gonna cook them up some.
I tasted lead once, and it was quite an ordeal. It was an accident. Long story. You see, he begins to go into a diatribe.
I hold my hand up. I don't need your life story, but you're going to be tasting it again real soon if you don't answer my questions quick and accurate.
All right. Sure, of course. Whatever you want. Please spare me.
I then question him about like destination we're going to, how many people are going to be expected there, and is there any way that we could stop this train or reverse it?
He tells you that the train has no set destination in mind. They were going to assume control of the engine once everybody on board had been detained. Once they had finished, one was going to drive the train to just a nearby station, and the remainder would jump back on their horses, who are still following, by the way, and let one stay behind to drive the train to a nearby station where it can uncouple.
Can anybody here drive?
I've done that a couple times.
Everybody here make an intelligence check for me. Sebastian, you are quite familiar with operating locomotives.
Oh, look, the old fancy pants over here.
Well, we'll get to the engine. We'll start deciding if we're going to continue to the destination, but likely we just need to stop, because if they expected to get to the destination, we probably don't want to go there at this moment. One of us barely made it out alive here, so we probably need to keep going.
If the train didn't actually have an destination, then we'd probably be safe just making it to the closest stop that we come to.
I agree with that. As I take an action to change into the guy that we knocked out naked, and I start putting on his clothes.
So we're gonna take them all hostage and
eat them? Yeah.
Get the first stop. They're good eating for a couple days.
No, that's a hard no, partner.
All right, so he doesn't want to cook nobody. Okay, we can figure out food later, but take them all hostage. First stop.
I think we should either kill them or just leave them locked up in here regardless.
Well, I'm taking the one in the bag.
Let's hog tie him. Anybody got some rope?
I have a chain.
Shackle their hands and feet together.
That's fine. Like, put them back to back. Two guys.
We did two guys, one chain. I haven't seen that one yet.
Now, with hostages in tow and Sebastian's fortuitous knowledge of locomotive operation, Finn has presently jumped off of the train onto his wolven companion to lead the remaining officers chasing the train off the trail so the rest of you can escape. You are currently pushing towards the head of the driverless train, which is barreling through the open desert. Currently, you now reach the engine. It's this large behemoth of steam and fire. It's currently going about 40 miles an hour. The engine has a cluster of different colored levers and handles. To Sebastian, they all make sense. You would be able to control this fairly easily. You may not be able to pull any fancy maneuvers with it, but you know how to get it to start and how to get it to stop. Behind you, what you climbed over is a tender car. And in it, there is no coal or firewood like normal. Instead, it's a steel box. And through a little round reinforced glass window, you can spy the beating heart of this engine's power. It's an Aether crystal. This is a highly valuable fuel source, capable of powering machinery through potent arcane magic extracted through the mineral. These crystals are exclusive to the Dustvale frontier. They're highly sought after. And if you find the right buyer and play it smart, these can be fenced for a minimum of 3,000 gold.
I think we should take it.
Absolutely.
How do we get in there?
How about we make it until we get to where we're going?
Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let's get it right before we stop, so we can kind of coast in, and we already have it just in case we have a fight.
I think I'm gonna start pulling some levers.
Oh no!
Hope you YouTubed how to drive a train.
Look for the WikiHow article. Sebastian, you kind of dust yourself off and prepare yourself. You call back to some of your familiarity with engineering. And then you see Silas walk straight past you and then just kind of pull on, just start turning a valve. And you hear a little high-pitched whine coming from the engine.
I squat his hand.
Silas, you feel a little
Like, don't touch that or that or any of these things.
Sebastian, what do you presently try to look for on the train?
What determines the speed?
Sure, okay. So go ahead and make an investigation check for me. You find like the throttle lever is right where you would imagine it would be. It's kind of hanging from the roof of the cab. This specific engine is not entirely familiar to you, so you take a minute to kind of investigate. Now the train is well within your manageable control.
I have 3 HP. Is there any way I could short rest?
Yeah, I will say while you've been traveling, you can take a short rest real quick to regain some HP. You've kind of taken the position of a fireman, but since there's no coal or firewood to shovel, you've just been kind of sitting there.
Should we drive the train all the way into town, or should we park it just outside?
I think we should just drive it into the station and pretend like nothing happened as we get off with the power core and
hostages.
Yeah, we got to figure out what to do with those.
Well, if we can't bring them with us, we can't let them go.
Let's tie them up and drop them off before we get into town, a few miles outside of town. Let's drop them off.
Drop them on his head. Drop them on my rapier.
Oh no, he fell on my sword.
5 times.
What a good friend. 3 soldiers with you. Mr. Henderson, one of them looks to you and says, "What are you going to do with us, sir?"
Well, I want to kill you, but, the rest of the party doesn't seem to think the same thing.
Unless you have useful information, there's no point in us keeping you around, so.
Useful information? We're just a couple of bruises.
All right, bye.
No, please.
Savannah, you can push them off the train.
Savannah, I want you to do me a favor and describe to me how these men fall off the train.
Oh boy, okay. One of them lands directly on his ass and then tumbles a few feet. His arms are like... And then the other one also lands directly on his ass, but instead of tumbling in like a circular motion, he just does like the body roll, like if you tossed a dead body down a hill.
Because we've all done that.
Except he's not doing it for fun.
These 2 men disappear into the sandy dirt beneath the train. You guys feel the wind rushing through your hair. You see the countryside rolling by at a swift pace. You take a deep breath, inhaling in this frontier that you've come to know and love. And then finally, you can see after a few minutes of transportation, not too far away, the train seems bound for the humble village known as Bonewater Gulch, of which the sign whizzes past.
Of Swords and Spurs, game mastered by JT Fondren, featuring Alex Arndt as Mr. Henderson, Andrew Bloodworth as Sebastian Blackwell, Joshua Nix as Finran Shortfoot, Will Russell as Silas Rattlespur, Zara Morte as Savannah Black. Theme song composed by Ben Swiven. Cover art by Devi Simeon. Logo by Kakari Chi. Special thanks to Lady Tiefling, D10 Dimensions, and Galliant Knight Games for their loot tables. Music and sounds used under proper license. Be sure to find us on social media at Alto Loom and leave us a review.
Alto Loom, adventures too big for the table.